because obviously we've seen relationships done well, and obviously we have seen the drama that relationships can create. Holy smokes, right? Especially with the advent of social media, now someone breaks up and we all know about it every moment of the day. So any other questions you guys might have? All hearts are clear?
We're good, we answered all the questions.
I mean, yeah, you just, now we have 10 people who can go out and have the strongest, healthiest relationship. And obviously things have,
Would you rather have, when you tell young people now coming up, would you rather tell them start early with like marriage or start like a little bit later?
it's a great question.
That's a good question. And I would say, Stanley, I think it just depends. You know, if you meet that person and you're 22 years old and you know that person is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, go for it. What's stopping you? And if it takes you till you're 30 to do that, then so be it. That's just, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I know everybody's path is like,
right, everybody's
frame is
kind of got
different.
their own thing, yeah.
You've got to be ready to have that relationship too. If you're not ready for that.
Like, I don't feel like there's any need to rush.
Yeah.
But if it's there,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, I think sometimes people just meet it, they say, oh, I'm too young, this can't be right, or the panic. Like I went to an undergrad where it felt like to register for your senior year, you better be getting ready to be married, or you have not going to graduate, Obviously, our institution is a lot different. We don't have as many people getting married, when they're graduating and things like that. But it's a great question because there's
but
a
then
lot of
again, now
pressure.
you have like some of the young kids coming up, they getting married, coming straight out of high school. And it's like, you haven't really experienced anything yet. So this is your first time getting to see what it's like being an adult. So you don't know much. You've been under parents all the time. They gave you freedom, yeah, but you don't know what it's like to get on your own. You're not used to that. How do you tell them to maneuver that? Because usually I would say don't even get into that too fast. You still have some things you want to do before you even get to that point.
I guess my response to that would be, I had some things I wanted to do, but I wanted to do all those things with her. So why not, But if, for you, if you have those things that you want to do and you want to experience, then you need to go do that. You don't need to, in my opinion, you don't need to jump to a relationship and then 6 months down the road go, man, I wish I'd have waited 2 more years. I'd like to have gone overseas and played basketball or whatever, whatever that dream or that vision is that you have. You know what I mean?
Because usually I see that a lot, and I'm like, I just be looking at myself like, when I was like freshman in college myself, I wasn't even thinking about getting married. Even coming to high school, I wasn't even thinking about that. I mean, yeah, I see people doing it, but I don't want to do my own thing. I didn't want to follow what they do. And my dad and my parents, my mom, they understood that. It was like, hey, listen, you don't have to rush anything. You don't need to know. Take your time. You didn't really experience nothing yet. Your life is just really starting. Being independent now, because that's how it is.
Well, with us, I was in the Navy for 4 years before we even started dating, so we didn't get married right out of high school or anything. And, I've traveled all over the world. I've been in 23 different countries before we even started dating, so I've seen some stuff, so it's not like we rushed into something.
Well, and I think you make an important point that there are some things you want to do and you want to be independent. And there are some people who don't feel comfortable unless they're in a relationship. And if you know yourself well enough to know that you want to go do some things, and that's awesome. Because there are a lot of people who are not that mature and that understanding of where they are. So that's pretty cool.
Anything else? Well, I really appreciate your time, taking out your evening to answer some of those hard questions and think about it. But really, I mean, just on behalf of our community, I appreciate you modeling really healthy relationships, especially for you guys living on campus. I mean, you guys are always in the public spotlight, so we really appreciate it. And Dr. Bolt, I know this is your last few days of teaching here, so thank you. I know this is like a lot of people thanking you, but thank you for all that you've done for us and all the students you taught. So why don't you give our panel a nice round of applause?